There's an expression from Rocky Balboa that goes like this, man. When the fighter gets rich, they say a rich man is no longer a hungry man. When you have money, you're no longer hungry. You're going to fight differently, my brother. You're going to take hits. You can withstand more punches, you know? And it changes the fight, changes the outcome, and that's exactly it. And many musicians over the years have stopped bringing perhaps new different things because they also stabilized in life and started enjoying other things. Maybe like I want to enjoy my family more. And that's all right too, I think, you know? Yeah, it's all good.
There's no recipe, no.
I think it's complicated when the god of a person's life is music. Like I only serve music and nothing else is as important as music. You might be missing out on a lot of important things in life, right, man? Yes, yes. A reporter once asked Rennie Schroeder, who is a saxophonist, what is more important than music to you? He replied, everything. The woman asked me, what do you mean? He said, everything. Do you think I just take music and go like this, not living anything else? Especially because if you don't experience other things,
your music won't flourish like before.
Man, we're really heading towards the final stretch here. I'm more concerned about the timing here of no, it's all good. We still have a little time. Keep pushing. 2019 album received excellent reviews in several countries, even making it onto the list of the best albums of 2018 on Joe Bonamassa's site. After that, Bonamassa participated in your album. I would like you to talk a little about Bonamassa, his importance in your sound, in your career choice, and this connection. Bonamassa is a great guy for you. Bonamassa is a great guy. Right? What's this habit?
Oh, yeah. The way he managed his career, because he is very successful, right? He is very successful, right? In terms of career, financially. He managed his career in a different way, kind of avoiding the labels. He created his own record label. There's a documentary about him, an interview, where he says there came a time when he would do the shows. He was no longer being hired to do the shows. He wouldn't perform at festivals. He would call the venue, I want to play there. How much is the rent for the space? I'll bring my own backline. I'll do my own promotion. I'll charge for the tickets myself. I'll sell my merch, my t-shirts, my CDs. And he started doing this on his own. Of course, not just him. There's a team. There's the manager. The guy is a lawyer. There's a whole team working for him.
But he made the decision to do this.
Yeah, I don't know if it was exactly his decision or if it was from the people advising him and such. But it's really cool to see this in his career. So he's a guy you look at and think, so it means you can make money with this too, right? The true artist doesn't focus on the money aspect. They do what they do because they love it. They want to do it. But if recognition or success comes and it brings comfort to your life, why not, right?
It's not like you want to be struggling, right?
You don't want to be struggling.
You have to come, man. Otherwise, you'll have to do something else or you'll end up really frustrated.
You'll be frustrated. You won't be able to have the equipment you want.
It's terrible, man, not being financially successful with music. But what about him as a musician?
I think he's amazing. He has an incredible technique.
But do you think he's not quite the guy who pleases you musically? Isn't he the guy you look up to? Because you're also a guy with a rocker vibe. You have the psychedelia. You're not just a blues guy. Right, brother? And he also has a bit of that, but maybe he's a bit more hard rock.
No, I really like his playing. And there was a time when I listened to a lot of his stuff, right? I used to learn things by ear and all. But he comes from a school. For example, he comes a lot from the Eric Johnson school. I know very little about Eric Johnson. Very little. I know he's amazing, plays incredibly well. At one of the Crossroads I played right before him. He was on the side of the stage, came to talk to me and all. Then I watched the show from the side, listening to his amps and all. But he wasn't someone I listened to.
But I also don't feel Eric Johnson that much in his playing.
I feel it cool very much. And he has a lot of influence from British blues, which is also great. I like it, but I didn't listen to it that much, right? Like, he focused on British blues. Me, my thing is more...
I think that pentatonic pattern he uses is very Eric Johnson, right? I'm thinking, here, about 5-6 notes, right?
And I really like the more groove aspect, right? The more groovy thing. He's more rock, he's more straightforward, right? For example, there's Eric Ailes and Mokomaitis. Once again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a matter of aesthetic choices and taste, right? But Eric Gales, he comes from another school, the real blues school, gospel, right? From gospel chops, right? Black music, right? And he's a big fan of Eric Johnson too. But the runs of Eric Gales, also coming from Eric Johnson as well as BONAMASSA, are more groovy than BONAMASSA's. But once again, there's nothing wrong if it's not groovy. For example, AC/DC is tough, right? A harder rock, right? A blues band with a rock drummer. But it's cool, like, it's a matter of choice, right? BONAMASSA, I think he's incredible as a guitarist, as a business person, in his career, as a person, really nice, really, really nice. I met him. He left a message for me on social media. We exchanged phone numbers. I went to watch their show. He offered to record on the album.
A generous guy, right? Indeed, truly.
Generous, he bought a clone that I sold. I advertised it. A clone Centaur, that little pedal, I had it. I had just finished recording the album. I went to balance the accounts at home and I thought, damn, it's going to be tough to pay rent next month, right? Wait a minute, let's see here what I'm not using, what I don't need. And it's, I find it ridiculous for a pedal, which is a cool pedal, but like I used it as a clean boost to cost that fortune, right? I got it in some trades, right? I had gotten it in some trades. I said, oh man, am I going to keep holding on to this damn thing here that I don't even use it for a little thing, an expensive thing? I advertised it. BONAMASSA sent me a message. He said, damn, how much are you selling it for? I said, this much. He said, damn, I want it. Then I said, well, because I need to cover the costs of this and all, you know. He said, all right, I'll give you a... He offered a little more and said that if I ever wanted to buy it back, he would sell it back to me for the same price I bought it.
I see.
So it's with him now.
Good guy, it's with him. Awkward to sell, right? Man, BONAMASSA, he won't give it to you, right? This here, but because it would be memorable, right? Man, I gave it to you as a gift. It's something that's good in the mix. But it was even cooler that the guy bought it, right? You see the level of human being he is, Bart, right? Man, we're heading towards the end. I wanted you to talk about it. You have a really nice course on Bruce Lee. There are two, right?
Yeah, I just launched the second one.
Tell us about this course, where people can find it, what it is, and who it's for as well.
These courses are in Portuguese, but we also launched in the Hispanic market with AI dubbing. I think this one now is, but the previous one, I think, was subtitled. The name of the first course was Total Blues. We launched it in 2000, and we're in 2024, right? I think it was in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, 2022. It's a really cool course. It has a lot of theory, right? It's a comprehensive overview of blues from start to finish, right? From traditional to the most modern stuff, right? It's a course that was very successful. A lot of people bought it, really a lot. Very cool. I released my courses with Andre Neri. He produces them. Great guitarist.
Shout out to Andre. Monstrous on the guitar. The guy is an excellent human being too. By the way, you have to come here, huh, Andre?
I thought he had already been here.
No, he hasn't come at all. You're avoiding it, Andre. But he doesn't come to Rio either to hit the beach, catch some waves.
But it's recorded with him, right? So a really cool course that had an incredible result. And we thought, let's do another one then because people are enjoying it. And we just did another one now called Blues Masters, right? Even the money from this, don't say Blues Masters, say Blues Masters in Portuguese. Otherwise, people will say you're pretentious, okay? But this course, it has a different approach. It's a bit more, of course, it includes theory and everything, but it's a bit more practical. It's not just a repertoire course, but it is about repertoire. But the idea is they are great songs by great blues guitarists.
Do you think it's important for someone to grasp the language?
Yes. But then I explain each song as if, even the expression that Neri was using there, as if we were borrowing the brains of those guys. So I kind of try, it's a guessing game because I don't know what the guy was thinking, right? But even if he wasn't thinking about theory, I bring it up like, BB, King did this here because he was thinking about highlighting the major third of the chord, the major cambas, right? The target note, this and this here, use this chromaticism here and here in the other. This explanation of the solo, I teach note by note, the structure of the music, and then I say, look, I would solo like this. If it were me, I would solo this way. I would use this. So it's really quite comprehensive. We launched it, I think it was a month ago now.
Really like reverse engineering?
Reverse engineering.
Cool, that's really nice. So guys, for those who want to delve into the language of blues and coming from a Brazilian, meaning you won't need to listen in a foreign language because that's a limitation for many people, right, man? So, where can people find these clips? Thank you for watching this clip from Starling Cast. You can watch the full episode here in the video description. And take the opportunity, if you're a guitarist, to join the largest virtual school in Brazil, exclusively for guitarists, by clicking on the Bueno QR code or in the video description. I'll be waiting for you there.